Hey everybody, welcome back to Sauce of Biscuits. My name is Gormy. I am the host. Now, in today's episode, being episode 2, we're going to be going over the World Junior Championships. Now, last night, Christmas, was the first night of the World Junior Championship games. There was some pretty solid games, I will say that. Now, what we're going to be talking about in this episode, though, is the injuries that have occurred and all the COVID positive tests that have been happening with Team Germany. We're going to be talking about Group A and Group B, kind of highlighting them and going over what has happened for the first games in both groups. And then going to introduce a new little segment called OT, where we talk about a certain topic in particular for a little bit, and then that will probably be it for this podcast. Now, with the injuries, Kirby Datch, or Kirby Doc, however you want to say it, he is going to be out the entire tournament. Now, if you guys did not see the hit, he was at mid-ice and basically just collided with a player. And yes, he did take the brunt of it, but he got up holding his arm. And they're not really saying if it's a broken arm, if it's a fracture, what it is. But all we know is right now is that it's an upper body injury and that he is going to miss the entire tournament, as well as possibly missing time in the NHL once the NHL returns. So this looks to be a lengthy injury, so he will be missing time for the Chicago Blackhawks as of right now. Because, yeah, they were using the team doctors for Team Canada and whatnot at the World Junior Championships, but they were also contacting the Chicago Blackhawks doctors and trainers and everyone, and they were even saying, yeah, he's probably going to be missing time here as well. So, I mean, that is a huge loss for Canada to be losing their captain, but, I mean, even with losing him, Canada is still without a doubt the best team at this tournament. There is no denying them that. They are absolutely stacked. I mean, even with losing him, they've got Jamie Drysdale on the back end, got Bowen Byram, they got Quentin Byfield. I mean, if they had Alexi Lafreniere there, they would have absolutely nothing to worry about, and you might as well just give them the gold medal. But, I mean, with losing him, they do lose a little bit of leadership, but I'm sure somebody will step up. And, I mean, they have to do their job now without their captain. They got to bring home the gold, and that Canadian group can definitely do it. I mean, 21st round picks on that team, so they definitely have the talent to make it possible. I mean, Philip Tomasino is the healthy scratch forward wise right now. So I mean, having a player that caliber as a scratch, that's pretty impressive when you can have a player of that caliber as a scratch. Now, with COVID, Germany has had the most positive tests. Now, I do not understand how it happened, as, of course, all these teams have been tested prior to coming to Canada for the tournament. Now, I would love to know how a team that didn't have any tests come back positive coming over here. I think they maybe had one or two. But then they get over here to Canada in North America, and all of a sudden, almost half the team is out with COVID right now. I mean, that Germany is going with 9 forwards, 5 defensemen, and 2 goalies. That is what Germany is having to deal with right now. And I mean, for the effort that they put in last night against Finland, if they had a full squad, I think they might have taken Finland to overtime. But we're going to talk about that in a moment. But I mean, I hope that all the players get well pretty soon. And being that we have the vaccine now here in North America, hopefully they can get it out to these players, because we definitely don't want these young players missing time for this tournament. And if all of the professionals are going to get it, hopefully they will consider giving it to these prospects as well. Now, going on to Group A, I've got the groups here next to me once again. Group A is Finland, Slovakia, Switzerland, Germany, and Canada. Now, in a little bit, Canada is going to be playing. They're going to be playing Germany. So I mean that Canadian team against a Germany team that it's kind of a shell of itself right now with missing a full line and an extra D-man. So I mean those D-men, they are sucking wind big time come that third period. I mean Canada and Germany, it'll be an interesting game being that in Germany's first game last night against Finland, they only lost 5-3 to Finland. And I mean Finland's a very good squad. They are, but I mean Germany, like I said, they're missing a whole line plus a D-man. And for Germany to put up that kind of a fight against Finland, that proves that even though they're missing these guys, they're not going to go down without a fight, and they're going to do everything they possibly can to make it out of this group. Now the Switzerland and Slovakia game, I watched the entire game, and it was a stalemate the entire time until that third period when Slovakia finally got a goal. But that was one hell of a goalie battle. Me being a former goalie, I respect goalies a lot, and both of those goalies, even though people definitely aren't going to be like, oh, we need this goalie from Switzerland, we need this goalie from Slovakia, those two goalies were phenomenal. Yes, it's not like it's Canada and Finland playing each other and it's like, wow, these goalies are insane. It is two smaller hockey countries, and those goalies looked phenomenal. So whoever their goalie coaches are over there, props to you. Those kids were phenomenal. They were insane. And I mean, the Slovakian goalie made an incredible save. Plus, he was a southpaw goalie, and a southpaw goalie catches with his right hand. So I mean, seeing that it was a great game. And even though it was 1-0, it was very eventful because, I mean, there were plenty of scoring chances. It's just both goalies were on top of it last night. And going into the Russia and U.S. game now, as they are in Group B. And Group B is Sweden, Russia, the U.S., Czech Republic, and Austria. The U.S. was a mess for a majority of that game. And Spencer Knight highlighted him in the last video, saying definitely watch for him to be a big player. He fell flat on his face last night. And the goals he was letting up definitely got to be better. Once Dustin Wolf came in, the U.S. made it more of a game. Now, Russia did win 5-3, and Ponomarev definitely looks to be a very good prospect for Carolina. Especially playing against the talent that the U.S. has, and he was able to pot 2 goals. So props to him. But, I mean, Russia, they look like a very good group. They look like a very, very good group. Now, today, Sweden's already played. They played the Czech Republic. They beat them 7-1. So this Sweden team, definitely a team to watch out for. Because the Czech Republic, I love their goalies, and Nick Malik and Jan Bednar. They're very, very solid goalies, but, I mean, Sweden just manhandled them. They manhandled them. And they had scoring from everywhere. Now, Philip Broberg and Victor Soderstrom, which I highlighted both last video, they both had 3 assists. So, very, very good tandem right there for Sweden. And, I mean, yes, it's the Czech Republic, so it's not like they're playing Russia or anybody. But, I mean, they manhandled them pretty considerably. So definitely watch out for this Sweden team. They're looking to be very good. And Craig Button, I don't know if you guys are into looking at, like, people predicting the tournaments and whatnot, but he sees it being Russia and Canada for the gold, and then Sweden and the U.S. for the bronze. And as of right now, if it shakes up to be Sweden and the U.S. for the bronze, the U.S. they are going to be in for it, especially after seeing them last night. Now, once Dustin Wolf went in, they played much better. They definitely played much better. But, I mean, Sweden 7-1 over the Czech Republic when they have 3 very solid goalies. Whew. They are a team to watch out for sure. But for games today, uh, Canada and Germany about to start in a little bit. I believe in about 20 minutes from when I am recording it, because this video will be up Sunday. Today is Saturday, so yeah, 20 minutes. Canada and not U.S. Canada and Germany will start, and then around 8:30, 7:30, I believe, the U.S. and Austria will be playing. So I mean, the U.S. should definitely beat Austria, but I think if Germany is giving Finland a game like they did, who knows how much they have left in the tank for today. But I hope Germany can give Canada a game, because if not, I could see it kind of getting out of hand, kind of like how that Sweden and Czech Republic game did, and Canada just absolutely lighting them up. But it's definitely going to be a game to watch for sure. But that U.S. and Austria game, the U.S. should definitely come away with the win. And then Sunday, we've got Finland playing Switzerland, so Finland should definitely come away with the win in that. Slovakia and Canada, if that Slovakian goalie plays anything like he did, he should keep them in the game for a while. But I still think Canada will take that game. And then if Sweden did that to the Czech Republic, Russia, who plays the Czech Republic tomorrow, they are going to do the exact same thing. Hopefully the Czechs can rebound, but after a game like that, it's going to be kind of difficult to do so. But then, yeah, as far as I can see, all that I can see is up to the earlier games Monday, which is Sweden and Austria. Sweden will take that easily if they just did that to the Czech Republic. And then Germany over Slovakia. I would say hopefully they have players back by then. If they do, they should definitely beat Slovakia. But once again, if that goalie's on it, that Slovakia definitely has a chance then. But I mean, yeah, that is the games going up to Monday that I can see as of right now. And I mean, Group A and B, both groups, they're looking like a lot of fun to watch. I mean, Group B is definitely going to be more difficult. But, I mean, Group A, it's definitely Canada and Finland. And then everyone else is battling it out. But, I mean, Group B should be Sweden, Russia, and the U.S. Should be. Hopefully the U.S. improves. I mean, they're kind of gifted a win tonight against Austria, but they got to show up and play and actually deserve that win. Because I'll be talking about them in the OT segment. Team USA I am. But, I mean, this Group B, very difficult. And, I mean, Russia looks good. Sweden, gosh, I know I'm talking about Sweden a lot in this video, but they deserve it after that 7-1 win over the Czechs. That is a powerhouse there they have in Sweden, prospect-wise. And, I mean, they've got Lucas Raymond and Alexander Holtz, and the D-men outshowed them. Why, that is big time when two goal scorers like them are outshone by the D-men. So, I mean, this Sweden team is deep, very deep. And they have one of the better goalies in this tournament as well, in Wallstedt. So, I mean, we'll see how these groups shake out. I'll definitely be doing another podcast here on these groups and the World Junior Championships, probably middle of the week, most likely. But for now, let's get into the OT segment. Now, for the OT segment, what I'm going to be doing is doing a quick conversation on a certain team, certain player, certain organizations. So I'll be starting to do that more and more throughout these Sauce and Biscuit podcasts. My bad, can't talk there. But for the first one, it is going to be Team USA. Now, what I want to talk about with them is, like I said, in the first episode of Sauce and Biscuits, I said the USA faithful really hope this team can do well. And last night, with watching them, it kind of seems again like they are going to be a bronze medal team. And the development program and just the prospects it's produced over the years, it is not a bronze medal team. It is a gold medal team. And looking at this roster, it is very, very good. But it's for sure not Canada. It's not Canada. They have 21st round picks. But this U.S. team should at least, it should be able to give them a game and compete for that gold medal, silver medal. But right now, it definitely looks like a bronze medal team. I know it's only been one game for the group stage wise. But, I mean, it's just, for one, Trevor Zegras cannot be scoring a goal and then going over and taunting the Russian bench. That's just going to piss them off. You don't do that when you're down. I mean, yes, you scored a goal. Great. Do not celebrate until you tie that game up. Do not celebrate until you tie it up. Like, yes, give your boys a hug, whatever, fist bumps, but do not go over and taunt a opposing team's bench when you were still down. Do not do that. And Spencer Knight, if he is to be the real deal, he definitely needs to step it up. I mean, he kind of made quite a few Jonathan Quick plays there last night. And by that, I mean coughing the puck up, being out of position. Because Jonathan Quick used to be a phenomenal goalie, and now he's kind of hit mediocre. And I mean, just, we definitely, we need stability with this team. And it doesn't look like they have it right now. So I mean, with Cole Caulfield and Trevor Zegras and Alex Turcotte, Jake Sanderson, all of them need to step up and be like, look, boys, we are better than this. We need to perform better than this. We need to show our fans and our country what we are capable of, especially in a time like this. Like, hockey's finally back, and us USA fans, we had to watch that last night, and it was kind of disappointing. I mean, not kind of disappointing. It was disappointing. But, I mean, the team is definitely capable of doing better. And especially with a sniper like Cole Caulfield, a player like Trevor Zegras, they know what this team needs to do to be able to come out of this group. Because, I mean, they're playing against Sweden and Russia. And Sweden just won 7-1. So, if and when Sweden and the U.S. play, the U.S. definitely has to be on their A game. And if the U.S. and Russia have to play again, they definitely have to be on their A game. Now, the Czech Republic, they can definitely beat. Austria, they can definitely beat. But Sweden and Russia, they definitely need to be on their A games when they play them. And last night, they were not. I think that they were thinking, all right, we should have the win. Let's just go out, and we should come away with the win. You shouldn't go in thinking, all right, we should come away with the win. You should go in, all right, we need to do everything possible to get this win because it is a toss-up. When you play Russia, it is a toss-up. They are constantly a threat to every team in every tournament they are in, no matter what sport it is. Their athletes are incredible. So you need to know, okay, we need to come in and be on top of our game, or else we are going to lose this game. And last night, they did not have the mentality of, we need to be on our A game. They were on their B game, C game, D game. Like, it was not good. Now, hopefully, they run with Dustin Wolf going forward, honestly, because once Dustin Wolf came in, the team seemed much more comfortable. They definitely seemed more comfortable. And, I mean, they were down 4-1. And they brought it back to 4-3, but then Russia got that empty netter to seal it with a 5-3 win. But I think that Dustin Wolf should be the goalie going forward. because in the basically what was the preseason game, uh, even though they only got one, Dustin Wolf looked better than Spencer Knight. He definitely looked better than Spencer Knight, and there's a size difference too. So maybe it's his quickness and his agility, but I definitely think Dustin Wolf should get the look in net and be the one to lead Team USA going forward in this tournament for right now, until he has some mishaps like Spencer Knight did. Then that's when you go back to Spencer Knight. But I mean, against Austria, if you play Spencer Knight tonight, he should definitely get a win over Austria. Now, if he doesn't, big problem. You need to go with Dustin Wolf immediately. But if they run with Spencer Knight tonight, he should get the win. If they run with Dustin Wolf, he should get the win. But like I said, if they don't, big issues are occurring with this team. And I don't know if it's a leadership issue or what, but they definitely need to figure it out for tonight, because if they don't beat Austria, there's going to be a lot of questions asked of this team, leadership wise, player wise, coaching wise even. So that they definitely need to get on top of their game as soon as possible, because the sooner the better for that team. And like I said, I know that this is not a bronze medal team. It is a gold medal team with what this USA program has been able to produce prospect-wise. Because you don't produce players like Austin Matthews and Jack Eichel and finish at bronze. You just don't. You don't. Like, Canada finishes at gold for a reason, because they know what to expect and get out of their players every time this tournament comes around. Every single time. That is why, I mean, when they don't medal, everyone's like, oh my goodness, it's the end of the world. Like, we didn't medal. When the U.S. doesn't medal, it's like, oh, there's next year. We can't have that outlook anymore. Like, if we want to compete with the best of the best in the sport of hockey, we need to have the outlook that the Canadians do of, oh my goodness, we didn't medal. What are we going to do? Like, we need to expect the best out of our prospects and teams every single time. Because, I mean, that's what Russia, Sweden, and Finland are doing. They want to be top dogs just like Canada. We need to want to be top dogs too. And I know that we do. I definitely know that we do. But we need to show it game in, game out. We need to go balls to the wall, full throttle every single game to show, all right, we want to be top dog. We know we can be. Let's go do it. Hopefully this team can do it. I know that they are capable of doing so. But there are some very good teams in their way. So they definitely need to be on their A game. Definitely need to be. But that is going to do it for this episode of Sauce and Biscuits. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below how you think this tournament is going to shake out with Group A and Group B, and who you see winning the whole thing, or even placing gold, silver, bronze. I would love to know what you guys think of that down in the comments below, of course. Once again, I have got my socials beneath me here. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. You can catch me on Twitch every day of the week, meaning Monday through Friday. So definitely come check that out if you are interested. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Sauce and Biscuits. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one.